Ever heard of a place hotter than hell? Discover Dalol, Ethiopia, where neon waters and acid springs paint an unearthly scene. Explore 5 bizarre wonders that exist only in this unique land. Number 1. Dalol, the hottest place on Earth. Welcome to the scorching inferno that is Dalol, Ethiopia. Picture this, temperatures so hot, you'll think you've stumbled into the devil's sauna. It's not just hot, it's I could fry an egg on a rock hot. Imagine stepping into a world where the ground bubbles and fizzes like a witch's cauldron. Acidic hot springs hiss and spit, creating a symphony of sizzles that would make your hair stand on end. And get this, the colors. Oh, the colors. Neon pinks, electric yellows and vivid greens swirl together in a twisted dance of nature, like a psychedelic painting come to life. You're not in Kansas anymore, folks. No, sir. Here in Dalol, the ground beneath your feet is alive, with technicolor salt formations that look like they belong on an alien planet. It's a thrill-seeker's paradise and a nightmare for anyone who's ever complained about a little heat. But hold on to your hats, because the fun doesn't stop there. Oh no, in Dalol you'll find pools of water so vibrant they'd make a peacock jealous. Picture this, neon blue water, bubbling and churning like a mad scientist's experiment gone wrong. It's like Mother Nature decided to throw a rave and you're invited. Number 2, the Ethiopian calendar, a unique timekeeper. So, you think you've got a handle on time with your regular old calendar, huh? Well, buckle up because Ethiopia is about to take you on a time-traveling roller coaster. Imagine this, you're chilling in Addis Ababa, minding your own business, thinking it's just another ordinary day. Then someone asks you, "Hey, what year is it?" Easy question, right? Not in Ethiopia. Forget about your usual January to December calendar because here they've got something wilder, the Ethiopian calendar, also known as the Ge'ez calendar. Alright, here's where it gets thrilling. This calendar doesn't play by your rules. Nope, it's got 13 months, not 12. That's right, you heard me, 13. And get this, each month has 30 days. But hold on, we're not done yet. There's a bonus month called Pagume, sneaking in at the end with 5 or 6 days. Why? Because why not? Ethiopia likes to keep you guessing. Now here's the kicker that'll make you question everything. Ethiopia is living in the past, literally. We're talking about being 7 to 8 years behind the calendar you're used to. So picture this. You thought you were living in 2024, but surprise. In Ethiopia, it might just be 2016 or 2017. Mind blown. I mean, can you imagine the chaos? You show up for your 2024 inches birthday bash, ready to party, and your Ethiopian friend calmly tells you, nah, we're still in 2017 here. It's like time travel, but without the fancy machines. Number 3, Injera, edible utensil and staple food. Now let's talk about Ethiopia's national dish, Injera. It's not your ordinary flatbread. It's a culinary adventure that'll have your taste buds screaming for more. Made from teff flour, this spongy, slightly sour bread is not just food. It's a way of life. Imagine a world where your plate is also your fork. Crazy, right? Picture this, you're sitting down at a traditional Ethiopian meal, and instead of plates and cutlery, you're faced with a giant, fluffy, pancake-like bread. That's Injera for you. But here's the twist. No knives, no forks, just your hands and this magical bread. Now here's where it gets thrilling. You're about to dive into a spicy stew known as what? Piled high on top of your Injera plate. But wait, how do you eat it? Simple. Rip off a piece of Injera, scoop up that flavorful stew and pop it into your mouth. It's like a roller coaster of flavors and textures all in one bite. But here's the scary part. Cue ominous music. Injera isn't just any bread, it's a voracious eater. As you tear off more and more pieces to devour your meal, you realize something shocking. It never seems to end. It's like the never-ending breadbasket at a fancy restaurant, but with a twist of Ethiopian magic. And just when you think you've had enough, you look down, and your Injera plate is still there, mocking you with its infinite supply. You start to wonder, is this some kind of food sorcery? Is there a secret Injera factory hidden somewhere in Ethiopia, churning out endless supplies of this delectable bread? Number 4, Surma tribe, the lip plate tradition. Alright, buckle up for a jaw-dropping journey into the Omo Valley of Ethiopia, where the Surma tribe's lip plate tradition will leave you both intrigued and maybe a little spooked. Imagine this. You're in a remote village surrounded by the lush greenery of Africa. Suddenly you come face to face with members of the Surma tribe. What catches your eye isn't just their striking appearance, but the jaw-dropping lip plates they proudly display. These aren't your average lip piercings. Oh no, we're talking about massive clay plates inserted into their lower lips. And get this, it all starts in their teenage years. Can you imagine waking up one day and deciding, hey, I think I'll start stretching my lip today? But wait, it gets wilder. The bigger the lip plate, the higher the status. It's like a tribal leaderboard, but instead of points, it's all about the size of the plate dangling from your lip. You might think, hey, that's dedication, or yikes, that must be heavy. Now here's the spooky part. Picture yourself in the dimly lit hut of a Surma tribesman. As they sit by the flickering firelight, you notice the shadows dancing across their faces. Suddenly they start telling you about the ancient significance of these lip plates. It's not just about looks, it's a symbol of beauty, social status, and readiness for marriage. You might be thinking, okay, that's cool and all, but why the lip? Couldn't they have picked something less in your face? Well, my friend, that's the mystery of traditions passed down through generations. It's like your grandma's secret recipe, except instead of cookies, it's giant lip discs. Number 5. Buddha, Ethiopia's controversial sex practice. In this remote corner of Ethiopia, there's a belief that if a man wants good luck, like hitting the jackpot or scoring big in life, he needs to do something outrageous. So what's the solution? Abduction. And not just any old abduction. We're talking about grabbing a young innocent girl, often a virgin, and dragging her off into the night. But here's the spine-chilling part. Before the wedding bells chime, before the I-do's, there's a little ritual. It's not your typical pre-wedding party with cake and champagne. Oh no, it's way more twisted than that. The abductor, our lucky guy, decides it's time to seal the deal with some forced intercourse. Yeah, you heard me right. It's like a creepy, twisted version of The Bachelor. Now, why on earth would anyone do this, you might ask? Well, brace yourself for this shocker. They believe it brings them luck. Yeah, you read that right. They think this vile act of abduction and abuse will shower them with good fortune. Talk about a messed up lottery ticket. Imagine the horror for these young girls, snatched from their families, forced into a nightmare, all for some guy's deluded idea of luck. It's like a horror movie, but sadly, it's real life for some in Ethiopia. Despite the authorities saying, hey, this is illegal, knock it off, it still happens. Some things are just too ingrained, too deeply rooted to vanish overnight. So, the next time you think you're having a rough day, just be glad you're not a young girl in a remote Ethiopian village. And that's a wrap. If you enjoyed this video, then you're gonna love this one. Click the video on the screen right now and take a look. And as always, thanks for watching.